In 2009, DuPont officially stopped using a chemical known as C8 in the production of Teflon, mostly in response to the massive lawsuits that the company was facing. The company's internal documents show that as early as 1988, they'd been aware of the dangers of C8, yet they hid these dangers from the public until the recent lawsuits exposed their cover-up for the entire world to see. But even before they stopped using C8, the company had been working with a new chemical that they said would replace their toxin. In 2006, they started using a new chemical called Gen-X, which DuPont told both regulators and the public was far safer than C8. The news surrounding DuPont's Gen-X chemical is unfolding the exact same way that their C8 cancer story unfolded. Not only are we learning that this new Gen-X chemical is causing cancer and reproductive problems in animal studies, but the company was fully aware of these dangers for years. DuPont has filed 16 reports of what's called the substantial risk of injury to health over this chemical Gen-X. These reports were filed with the EPA between 2006 and 2013 under Section 8E of the Toxic Substances Control Act. That specific section of the law says that if a company is involved in the manufacture of a chemical and they have information that reasonably supports the conclusion that the substance presents a substantial risk to injury to health, then they have to inform the EPA. So in just 7 years, the company had to file 16 of those reports on the toxicity of the chemical that they told both regulators and the public was a whole lot safer and less toxic than C8 when they started using it. Gen-X has been associated with dangerous health effects in test rats, including cancer, changes to the immune system, and problems related to reproduction. In January 2013, DuPont said in a report that rats exposed to varying amounts of Gen-X are over a 2-year period formed cancerous tumors in the liver, the pancreas, and the testicles. Rats also develop benign tumors, kidney disease, and even liver failure. Even worse is that DuPont scientists who signed off on these reports said that they probably weren't relevant to human assessments, which the company always says. They always say that all these animals dying is not relevant to humans. And they say that so they can continue to get the green light to dump these chemicals into the places like Cape Fear River in North Carolina. And again, just like C8 being dumped into the Ohio River Valley, we're beginning to see the same story with Gen-X chemical popping up in the blood of people living along the Cape Fear River. And as many as 300,000 people could have been exposed to dangerous levels of this chemical. It's a tragic story that once again shows how criminal corporations will never change the action until their executives serve time behind bars.